Shout out to SoundID reference. Out of anything, y'all help me get my monitors right. Your interface through something something else between going to your monitors, probably that whatever you running between your monitors, you know what I'm saying? Because the monitor and headphone corrections, right? And then I was told by the Sweetwater rep that I don't necessarily need the Apollo monitor correction because they had a special on these where you got the app and you got the mic. You know, it was like $100 less during the holiday special, right? So that's what I'm hoping he was right. So I'm about to do the test and see where it goes. You know what? I may pause this and come back on here to let you guys know if I was able to do it without the Apollo monitor correction. So I'm going to pause it. Wow, I never knew I had a sub management system in the Apollo X console. It's crazy. And I found this out using AI, just general AI. The technology is good. You know, it can be some bad things with new technology, but man, some good things in here. Check this out. So here it is. It's the monitoring control system here, and this is my setup. I got a sub right here. My sub is down here underneath, and my two speakers right here. And it was kind of hidden in this monitor control button right here, if you could see it. Click that, and it was that. And so now I got my monitors running out properly. So I had to do the rewiring on my routing on my sound system. I've been trying to do this SoundID reference thing with this mic right here to get my, see what my room, the frequencies in my room, so I could better, mix. For those who do know, get a better mix, without having to go to the car back and forth, back to the car, test 10 and 11 times, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize, bro, I wasn't getting the best sound that I could out of this Apollo 8 that I spent on, so I'm happy about that. I'm looking forward to my next mixes out of this. I was trying to do things like I was coming through this Ultralink Behringer. I was sending my sound all through that. Then trying to, do things where I could take the sound out of there and run it through my mixer right here, the Allen Heath mixer, old school. Love this sound. It has a lot of floor noise, but sometimes I want that sound, especially with the underground hip hop sampling kind of bass music. Run it back through here and then come back out of here and go back into here, So that was some of the thinking. And also I was trying to use all my XLR connections on these speakers, right? Instead of using the quarter inches, and just thinking it was a better sound. So that's why I kind of went with that, not knowing it was cheapening my sound. Probably unless I had a better like system. There's some, from what I've heard and what I've researched, there are some monitoring systems that are high grade quality that won't degrade coming out of my Apollo into the monitoring system, and then from the monitoring system into speakers. But even AI was like, nah, you'd be better just going straight from the Apollo straight into your monitors, and then put the sub through your channel 7 and 8, and bring it through the monitor control, where the Apollo interface will handle it all. Like check this out. I don't know if y'all can hear it well, but I had up here one of my records I was playing, and I could hear the stereo like so much better.
You hear me talking now?
And
You in America.
just everything is listening at that, man. It's just times 10, man. Yep. It's deeper than Diddy, by the way. You hear me talking? But yeah, this all really started because I was trying the sound reference for this SoundID thing. When you're doing the test, it have you to pull the mic up and do these tests. You do one speaker, one to the right, one to the left. And when I was doing that, it remained in mono. Like it was like the test kept out, even though I was doing this side, it was just still on this side. Like I wasn't getting the separation. And I noticed that before, but it only do it certain times. Like when I'm mixing, it wouldn't do it. It would be in stereo. Like when I'm in the DAW, it'd be in stereo. But I did notice a couple times, like, maybe messing with certain plugins or standalone stuff, that like it wasn't, like it was acting funny. So I didn't know what it was, but I'm glad I figured it out. Thanks with the help of AI. AI helped me out. But if anybody, I don't know what I'm gonna tag this post, but if anybody having second thoughts about like what's going on between a monitoring system from the internet. So here's the results of my room, right? So this kind of explains the bass heavy while my mids and highs, I'm overcompensating. We're trying to compensate. While I like to seem like my mids, when I raise them up, it sounds so good in here. And the reason why is because my mids in here is way out of whack. My highs, especially in around the 8K, I be having so much problems trying to fix. But from here, it seems like it's pretty flat. But maybe right around here, that might be around that 8K right there. It's not high enough, but yeah, something going on there. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this changed my mixes. So here is the the frequency correction for my room. You see, like, wow, the 100 on downrange. It's a deep dip around 100, which I tend to dip naturally up in there somewhere. And it's a major boost after that. That's interesting. And look at that dip way in the highs. Like, it's major dips down there. And I sometimes my mixes don't be bright enough to me, and sometimes when I try to make it brighter, it's just too bright or it's just too much. And I'm always taking down around that 2 point frequency area, and you see why. Look how much of the mids I needed to bring up. So I was scared to bring up mids, but I was right though. My ears was right. That's interesting, man. We'll see how this go. I'm amazed by just what I'm seeing by the numbers and the graphs on this, man. Shout out to SoundID reference. Out of anything, y'all helped me get my monitors right. So I may come back with just a little mix in here just to let y'all hear how it sound, and we'll wrap. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all how the sound is different between what I was hearing when I was mixing in my studio and versus what the calibration says should the correct sound would have been in my studio. So I just took one of my records here. I guess it made contact copyright strike my own music, but anyway. So that's with the calibration, right? This without the calibration. So that's what I was hearing in my studio. I think that's what it said, but what it really sounded like was this. I'm thinking that's how I go. Maybe y'all out here who've already used this can tell me otherwise. That's a major difference, man. And maybe that's why, it still sound good on some of the systems to me. But you see how bright it sound in my studio? To me, it didn't sound as bright like that in other players, so to speak. So, yeah. So, I don't know, man. Well, I'm going to work with it, play with it. If you have SoundID reference or have comments on helping producers, musicians, whatever, learn how to route their monitoring speakers so they can get a better sound, or any advice on that, or any advice on sound ID reference, man, share it in the comments, or even drop your links, man. So we can all, man, just progress, get better at what we love doing. That's making and creating music. So peace and love. Hey, why not end with one of my records, right? Whoa.